and increases the level of high density lipoproteins, thereby preventing to grow the bad cholesterol and help the good cholesterol to come up. It has got a significant effect on vascular tone, thereby synthesis of nitric oxide, which decreases the release of vasoconstricting chemicals in the body, so you decreases the potentiality of increasing in blood pressure. So it was found to lower the cholesterol, and in vitamin C content, vitamin E content, selenium, all are very good for reproductive life. Nowadays, as a gynecologist, I am giving every patient some vitamins to even have a successful assisted reproduction. Why? Because we know that micronutrients in the terms of amino acids and vitamins can only help us to gain what we want them to gain from us in assisting their reproduction. So the protection against cardiovascular diseases, protection against infertility, protection against cancer, protection against low growth potentials, and potential against protein calorie malnutrition is supplied by spirulina as a whole entity of the best food supplement. Now, if you want to do a diet therapy, that means you want to limit your diet but you want to remain healthy. The concept of dieting is very bad nowadays. People try to look like a model girl without any fat around, but they don't eat at all. Not eating is not dieting. Dieting is eat healthy, eat wisely. And to have that, you can use spirulina as a good tool to cut down the weight and to increase the weight. If you take it empty stomach, it will give you a lack of appetite and it will give you a healthy nutrition without any extra content of fat. If you take it after food, if you have got low body mass index, you can increase your weight by having an additive few pills of spirulina to increase the protein content, and you can increase the weight by adding that food content without having any added discomfort to your stomach. So dietic therapy, definitely decreasing the consumption of any protein, will help you to contain the sodium and potassium disbalancing if you, that is going without dietary fiber also. Now, dietic therapy for spirulina for liver diseases is a basic treatment for liver diseases. I may assure you here, people who are having misconception about not to take spirulina in liver disorders are very much mistaken. I have been talking to people who claim and blame that spirulina or reishi or any of our food supplements have started giving them problems after taking it. They cannot, they are non-toxic food supplements, they cannot kill a cell. They will only kill the cells which are unwanted and which are not behaving properly, which are against the routine what is given to them. That is why we say that food can only distinguish what is good for the body and what is bad for the body. A medicine will be focused to a target of a destiny for a disease, for a system, for an organ. But food will be focused for all the cells of the body to give them the best utilization as a supplement, as a supply for the growth, as a supply for the micronutrients to live long and healthy. So diet which is rich in protein and vitamins cannot harm your ailing organs. It will help you to regain your health. It will help you to fight back with the low potentials of your organs, because what it has is protein, which is a building block of your body. So all the antibodies, all the hormones, all the muscle mass, all the structure of your body is made by protein. So don't forget that what is good for you will also give some reaction to your body when it fights with some ill cell, which will take care of those things like a vaccine. So spirulina can easily be given in people who have hepatic dysfunction, and in fact it has been used for HIV patients. It has been used, its antiviral properties have been claimed, and proven to be effective in hepatitis B, hepatitis C, HIV, herpes, influenza, flu, allergic asthma. It is not me, it is already published in the Journal of Immunology. You can go down and search for the whole articles there which prove them that spirulina contains elements which are abundant with all these properties in their self to prevent neuropathy, to prevent nephropathy. Even people who are diabetic can take very easily spirulina because it has very low carbohydrate. And the prevention of the complications of diabetes will help them to come up and recover very quickly from high blood sugar level states. It will give them good control of neuropathy, retinopathy and nephropathy. That means the side effects on individual systems of diabetes will be taken care of. As an antiviral, spirulina has been claimed to work on T cells for immune system and mononuclear blood cells and Langerhans cells of pancreas, thereby taking care of your diabetes, taking care of your immunity in viral disorders. Some Japanese scientists already identified calcium spiruline into spirulina, which is an antiviral compound. It is active against many viruses, including, as I said, HIV, hepatitis, herpes and influenza. The best thing about spirulina is that it is the blood, it is the green blood replacement for people, women who are dying because of obstetric complications. 1 tablespoon of spirulina powder or 6 to 10 tablets of spirulina can eliminate iron deficiency, and the most common cause of anemia is because of iron deficiency. Some of the women, they cannot even tolerate taking iron in food or in medicine. The stomach are sensitive, but the iron content of spirulina is well tolerated and well accepted by most of the people. So the health benefits are excellent and very rapid and speedy recovery from diseases and the maintenance of health at any level of age that you need for your children, for your family. For spirulina can be the best substitute, and that's why it is recommended for nursing mothers. It is recommended for mothers to be. It is recommended for newborns. It is recommended for all the people who can give rise to any allergic states, and that's why you have to settle down to come to a decision that what is best to you should come to you. And you are the one to decide, nobody else would decide for you. The best thing is try searching for something which is definitely is going to give you a long lasting health without any side effects of the chemicals in the food which you are taking. Athletes need extra nutrition. So spirulina can be used by the athletes because it has GLA. It stimulates prostaglandins, and it definitely the master hormones which regulate the cell functions, including heart, skin, muscle, and the correction of the levels of prostaglandin is necessary for maintenance of their performance. So world-class athletes in China, Cuba, Korea, Taiwan, they take spirulina and cordyceps and reishi to improve their function and to improve their capacity as an athlete. The spirulina also reduces the premenstrual syndrome, which is definitely something very annoying for the females to have, and these micronutrients, and there is no treatment except yoga and exercises and the vitamins to get rid of this stressful situation before the cycle. So many clinics, they recommend B complex and beta carotene separately, so you'll have to have too much medication at the same time. Instead, if you can get some supplement, if you get some few tablets to give you that support, it would be very nice to have everything in one entity. People in America are using spirulina as a slimming agent. As I told you, that being a complete food, it will not depress your dietary requirements. So if you take spirulina, you can check that during Ramadan. You can check that when you are fasting, that if you take before fasting 8 to 10 tablets of spirulina, and you see how next 8 to 10 hours you, apart from those people who don't take anything and you take any heavy food stuff, the quality of life in the fasting period is definitely better when you take spirulina, which gives you relief from hunger pangs, which gives you a signal to the brain that you don't need food, and also it is helping you to lose weight by supplying good proteins. It has been used as an anti-aging supplement, not only as a food but also by cosmetic. The beauticians, they use spirulina by applying on the skin to beautify the skin because of its beautiful vitamin content, vitamin E content, and also gamma-linolenic acid content. So in Japan, spirulina is being used as safe in cosmetics also. So the message to take home is, the best food that you can have is spirulina, the best prevention that you can have is spirulina, and the best quality of life for your family and for your children that you can have, especially for aged people, for sick people who cannot eat properly, even who have intubations. You can crush the tablets, mix them with Rosalie or mix them with Moranzi and give it to them. You will be helping them to regain their health in a quick moment of time, and they will be thankful to you. So there are more than 400 to 600 scientific articles proving these statements, and anybody who is interested who can Google them and satisfy themselves. So maintain your health and longevity with beauty and nature's gift of superfood to mankind. And thanks to Dr. Janardhan for such a beautiful knowledge that he has given to us. And we are thankful to all the leaders of our DXN research team that given us the liberty to use these products with such a minimal cost as compared to the other manufacturers. May you achieve the best health and the beauty of your life. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to tell you something about lion's mane, how it has affected the well-being of an individual person as a diet and also as a prevention for so many diseases. As the name suggests, it resembles the head covered by the hairs of a lion. That's why it is known as lion's mane, because of its resemblance to the head or the hairy area of the head of the lion. Let me ask you a question. How much are you conscious of your diet which has fiber in it? Are we regularly taking fiber in our diet? Do we know what is the importance of fiber? How do we eat our food? And is it necessary to take some time? Why is it important to monitor the type of food and the way you eat? Is it necessary to know that how much water you drink and what will happen if you don't drink? Are you doing a lot of exercise or no exercise? All these questions, I think 80% of us will be nodding their head, yes, no, trying to have some excuses of not to do, finding some space. There are other fields also, but all these importance of the type and ingredients of food gives you a lot of prevention which you don't even know how your whole intestinal tract is giving way to the toxins or preventing the toxins which are either coming from your body or from outside to harm you in totality. Another question: are we traveling too much? Are we stressed? Are we resisting our bowel movement? Yes, so many times we are not in a position to move our bowels or evacuate our bladders. So this continuous exercise against nature always have a bad effect on your normal physiological functions. If I want to discuss the effects of lion's mane, I have to know first what do I mean by the effect on my gastrointestinal tract or GIT or intestine or gut. What is the function of gut or GIT? It helps us to convert our food which contains nutrients, and nutrients again provide energy to maintain our normal health. Also, it allows the unused food or unwanted food or the residues of food to be removed from the body. It is also a part of our detoxification process naturally. So we have our mouth, we have esophagus, followed by stomach, then small and large intestine, and the later part of the gut known as rectum and anus. Now the other big organs involved for digestive system to be in harmony are liver, pancreas, and your gallbladder. The most important thing is how you take your food, primarily the hygienic status of your hand, then how much time you give to chew your food, what is the health status of your oral cavity, what is the status of your salivary gland, which helps the food to be chewed properly and then to break up into smaller fragments so that the stomach doesn't bear the burden of unchewed food. The later part of the gut has multiple functions to do. Similarly, if you see what you are eating and if you compare the Eastern food and the Western food, the Eastern food is mostly very oily, very chilly, very spicy, and with very hot spices, with lots of overcooked vegetables which destroy the vitamins and denature the proteins. While as Western food may not be very much spicy and oily, but it has a lot of other problems. That is, the caloric value may be high and the taste may not be very friendly for the Eastern population. But leave apart all these. Are we avoiding other situations which are continuously bombarding our systems with our bad habits? What we have to avoid is to avoid addictions, is to avoid snacking throughout the day. It is to avoid eating just before bedtime, avoid oily foods, and avoid overeating or eating without an appetite or hunger. What we should do is we should enjoy our food, we should take it at a proper time and eat small, maybe frequent meals if we need high calories, and eat more fresh vegetables and fruits to overcome our dietary deficiencies of vitamins so that we can enhance our immune system. Apart from diet, what we need is a little bit of exercise, stress-free relaxation time, and to overcome all the ill things that we are doing to our systems, can we do a little bit of thinking that we should add some supplements to help our gastrointestinal health? That is where our lion's mane comes in. The lion's mane has got the scientific name Hericium erinaceus. Commonly, it is known as hedgehog mushroom or hedgehog fungus, beard mushroom, or maybe bear head mushroom. And in some other languages, it has its different names. It is known as lion's mane because it resembles the shape of a lion's mane, as I told you earlier. It is highly valuable mushroom and used from long time in traditional Chinese medicine to improve the overall strength and as a food for indigestion and for dietary managements, for example in diarrhea and constipation. It has been used since centuries in China, Japan, Thailand. What is important in lion's mane? Scientifically, it was found that it has the following ingredients that helps us to have those beautiful effects on our body. The mane is the same as polysaccharides in Ganoderma. Polysaccharide is a noble carbohydrate which gives you loads of energy and prevention. Ergosterol and adenosine, hericium, olenolic acid, and potassium. And how does these all ingredients helps us to take care of our GIT and other systems? Firstly, it immunomodulates the system. It boosts our immunity. Secondly, it coordinates the digestive movements. And thirdly, and most importantly, it has neuronal nourishment. That how to define that? It is the nutrition needed by the nerves to propagate the signals and to let the body have the effect of that stimulus. So far in allopathic medicines, we don't find any medicine or any food supplement which contains neuronal growth factors or nerve growth factors. Once a nerve is compromised or cut, it is assumed that it will never regenerate, or if it does so, many a times it has overactivity or lower activity of conduction. Technically speaking, the nerve growth factor is necessary not only for a normal function to take place in the body, but also when there is a compromise, there is an insult to a nerve due to some disease, trauma, injury, toxins, viruses, bacteria which attacks the neuromuscular junctions. There we see the effect of lion's mane is very nicely observed, and the repair has been tremendously, miraculously seen in lots of cases around the world. The quality selection of lion's mane produced under DXN farm is definitely of high quality, already accredited. You can see and you can check the accreditation certificates and the Food Scientific Society's certifications. There is no chemical additive and there is no preservative. It's easy to take in a tablet, small candy form, and it is safe for consumption with any other food supplement, may it be DXN food supplement or may it be any other food that you are taking, and with any other vitamins or any other allopathic medicine. It is easy to digest and absorb, and it is certified as halal. Who to take and what is the limitation? The targeted group for lion's mane effectiveness was seen in all ages, and it is very safe for long-term consumption. Children, adults, elderly people, pregnant ladies, dynamic exercise lovers, plus patients who are sick and their compromise of digestive tract is marked when there is a nervous damage in the brain. We have seen lots of beneficial results of lion's mane when it is used on patients who had stroke, hemiplegia, cerebral palsy, and other neuronal damages which we see in injuries and in patients who are having viral nerve damages. So if you want to prevent, if you want to enhance your memory, if you want to have good absorption and good intestinal movement, you can have lion's mane regularly, at least 2 tablets 3 times or 6 tablets a day. How much you need depends upon your body need and the desire. For good health to maintain, best thing is to prevent ill health which we are very prone to in a day-to-day life. Lion's mane in combination with other DXN products will enhance the effectiveness of by increasing the absorption of the other food itself. So frequently people ask me who to take lion's mane and when to stop lion's mane. I think it's something that your body will tell you when you don't take lion's mane and you feel that you're early tired or you get fatigued very early or very quickly. Also, when you have B12, B6 deficiencies, you overcome by the B complex substitutes. In the meantime, whatever the damage to the nerve lining has done, the deficiencies which takes long time to be covered, lion's mane will soothe it down because it repairs the sheath of the nerve, that is the neurolemma. That is why it is the only food supplement which is not a medicine, and it is continuously repairing our nerves if we take it regularly. So why not? Why not we shelter our nerves? Already our nerves are too much stressed. We are already bombarding our systems with toxins coming from ill metabolic effects and from outside, all the things which are poisoning our nerves, our muscles, our body cells. So I think we should try to help our body to secure itself from all these ill effects of the surrounding food, medicine, sickness, and low oxygenation problems, which definitely lead to long-term ill effects Thank you very much. Good morning. This is Dr. Asma Munir again, sharing some information about the background of few of the DXN products here. Today the herb that I'm going to talk about is aloe vera. Aloe vera is a very famous species of content of local cosmetics and local applicants for the skin. It has been suggested that probably it originated in northern Africa, and the species doesn't have any natural occurring population. People say that it has been cultivated by humans, and that's why it has reached the human community to use it as a part of alternative medicine. The species which was mentioned earlier, it was in the 1st century AD, and the extracts of aloe vera were widely used since then. Now the industry is getting wider, and various rejuvenating, healing and soothing properties of the aloe vera are being utilized, and however a very low scientific evidence of effectiveness of safety for ingestion of aloe vera is available, but the positive evidence is definitely available for local applications and its medicinal properties. It has been described as a stemless or a very short stemmed plant which grows maximum to 60 to 100 centimeters, ranging maximum to 40 inches in length, and its offshoots, it gets thicker and fleshy leaves, looks grey green, and it has a variety which lower stems and small shoots. It can produce flowers, and it has a yellow tubular corolla. So aloe vera itself is a mycorrhiza community, and it's a symbiosis that allows the plant to access mineral nutrients from the soil, and it is widely distributed along the coasts of North Africa, Egypt, Sudan, Kenya, and the similarity between Euphorbia blasmifera, another plant which looks like a few others, suggesting a dry forest content, and also seen in Sahara deserts. So it was found in two extreme sides of Sahara, dragon trees, and the most of the representative examples were quoted in the history and introduced in China. So in the 17th century, parts of southern Europe also have been claiming the cultivation of aloe vera. It has been suggested that actual species is basically only human cultivated species which is now in use, and it is widely grown ornamental plant, and it where low water use gardens, and it has a bright sunny condition it can survive. The biochemical effect of it's a part cactus looking plant, and the uses of aloe vera are often referred to by its own name. Wherever you find the cosmetics and gel, they contain aloe vera, they use its original name of aloe vera, and the therapeutic effectiveness of aloe vera is limited and is shown frequently despite of its maximum use. The claims of soothing effect, moisturizing, and properties, healing properties of aloe vera, and it has also been used as a part of commercially available lotions in yogurt and beverages in some deserts also. So it has some toxic properties as recommended by a few of the studies, but good folk medicine claim that it has medicinal values, and it has a herbal medicine also. So in 16th century BC it was used as a part of traditional herb in China and Russia, South Africa, and maybe United States, Jamaica and Latin America, and also in India. So it has been the dietary content of aloe vera by the name of aloin. It's a compound and it's an exudate of aloe species, which is a common ingredient of over-the-counter laxative products that is we use for constipation in the United States since 2003. So by the Food and Drug Administration, aloin was class 3 ingredient, and class 3 means it is of, that's why it was banned in US for oral purposes. But when you detoxicate that, and the topical applications were used by detoxifying aloe vera's toxic elements and containing the less amount of aloin. And there was a 2-year plan of national toxicology study, which oral consumption and decolorization of leaf was used, and it was more information is still we are waiting for to determine the potential risks to human beings. But it has also contains the phytochemicals, and these are by anthraquinone group C glycosides and acetylated mannans and polymannans, and various lectins are there, and these are the products which are definitely in use for facial tissues and as a moisturizer and an anti-irritant for allergic properties to reduce the crustaceans and the hay fever and common cold that people